most interesting and significant table about the Six-Day War, which in Hebrew is Sheshet Hayamim, Milchama, the War of Six-Day War, and a famous picture all over Milchemet Sheshet Hayamim, the Six-Day War, the blowing of the shofar next to the Wailing Wall, and this is very, very famous picture. Then let us see a very significant table, and just I will understand why, in which we have the word Milchama, the war of Sheshet Hayamim, of the Six-Day War, on the year A5000, Tafshin 700, and Kavzayin and 27. This was the year when it took place, it was 1967. Then what more we have here? It was Israel, definitely. We have here the word Hamikdash, the temple also. Temple is very involved. Came back, returned to Israel at this time. And here you have, okay, small, really, letters. Not letter, but it is a day. The day, it means the date of the day was the 26th of the month's year, and also 26 very significant numbers and numerical value of God's name, cannot be coincidence. And also in English, God comes to 26. Then, what more we have here? We have the army, definitely Israeli army. You have here June, it was the month of June when it took place, and the promise of God which came, וירשם את הארץ, he will inherit the land, אשר השם אלוקי, which God of your forefathers, נתן לכם, gave you. And before it's written, definitely that you have to keep the commandment which I taught you to do, so that you will live. So, very interesting, the Six-Day War, now a few days really will be the anniversary of it, and the Day of Jerusalem goes together, because on this day we got the Wailing Wall and the temple. Now, what makes this table very significant scientifically is the following. Now, as I mentioned many times, as the program that I'm using is Dr. Rothenberg, scientist who came from Russia, like Professor Rips. Professor Rips showed him the phenomena of the codes, he was checking it and found it is truth, and became Orthodox Jews, and also wrote a book in English, All Is Truth, very interesting book, showing that a lot of commentaries on our sages and our rabbis later on are indicated in codes, in Bible codes, in Torah codes. So, what makes this table really according to him? He says that most important statistics, I'm sure the statistics of this also will be high, but he says more important is when the meetings of words are best one or minimal. So what we have in this table, so here, what you see now, all the words are basically the same, so it's not difficult to follow. So the first thing, meeting. When I said meeting is the best meeting. Of what? The best meeting in the Torah with the word Sheshet Hayamim and 8 Tafshin Kavzayin. It means the best meeting in the Torah of the war, really, 6th war, and the year 5727, 1967. Then another good meeting, best meeting, yeah, the best meeting הכי in the Torah, מלחמה הניסים. The milchama, the war, in which we had miracles. The miracles, no doubt. And 6th war, finished, yeah. We know the story, unbelievable story, full of miracles. No doubt. This is why quite few people became religious, Orthodox, and this is why the yeshiva for Balei Shuvah, for people who return Shuvah, started. Then, another minimal in the Old Torah, Etav Shinzayin. It means the year 5727 minimal in the Old Torah. What more? Minimal, second minimal. It means second minimal that there is one less than this. So which is the word Hanisim, the miracle. Yeah, so it's also significant. From the Old Torah, the second miracle exactly comes here together with the sixth war, yeah, and with the war. Then, what we have also, meeting, good meeting, the best meeting, again from the time, the year 5727, when we got the kotel, here we have the kotel, the veiling wall, yeah. And also the veiling wall, I think this is the minimum in the Torah also, I didn't point it out. But then you have also minimal, which is the Mikdash, the temple. So the veiling wall, the temple. God will, and then the promise of God, yeah, that you get the land, which I promised your forefathers, exactly also came true. So no doubt that you don't need don't need statistics, only common sense to see that this exactly is what real Bible code is supposed to be.